So as many of you know, Jenny and I went to the Ohio meetup, and along the way, or actually as we were starting to leave Ohio, the rear bearings on my Bergman had issues. To be more specific, the right side wheel bearing on my rear wheel basically exploded. And the guys were kind enough to retrieve my bike, which was basically like 2 hours, 2.5 hours away from, 2 hours from Newcomerstown. They took it back to Newcomerstown. A bunch of the guys pulled the rear wheel off. Another guy got some new bearings and put it all back together for me. So I'm guessing maybe a few of you want to know what the dealership did. So this dealership is actually Nielsen Enterprises in Lake Villa, I think, Illinois. And they're supposed to be well known for their service or something. And at the end of the day, the guy, I can't even remember his name, Terry or something. I went in there a little pissed off because basically the rear bearings, they had just replaced at 33,000 miles or so, 30, somewhere in there. And the bearing died, the new bearings, the one died about 4,500 miles later. So that's crap, right? I just paid for bearings that blew up in less than 5,000. So I basically identified the situation, and I wanted him to take care of me. But he kept repeating that basically it's not their fault. It's my fault because I probably rode through rain or rode over gravel, and if you do that, then junk gets up in the bearings and it destroys it. Well, I'm sorry guys. I ride year round, and I ride in rain and snow, almost everything. And the original bearings lasted 33,000 miles, whatever. And yet, for some odd magic reason, the new bearings that you put in only lasted 4,500 miles. It shouldn't matter that I rode in rain or whatever. So basically I said, I could have been going at a high rate of speed down the interstate like I normally do, and the bearings could have blown, and who knows what. The axle heat welds itself to whatever, I don't know, whatever. Something locks up, I skid, I crash, cars run over me, who knows what. And I said, I could have died. I just want you guys to take care of this, that's all. And he said that's not his problem, it's not his fault, and there's nothing they can do. I was past the 90-day warranty on the bearings. Clearly his unwillingness to help pissed me off just even more. And I understand that it's not his fault. Maybe they installed it wrong, maybe they didn't, maybe it was actually a faulty bearing to begin with. But anyways, at the end of the day, what he said was that he would take care of me on my next service. And this is exactly what taking care of me on my next service means. So at some point here, I'll show you a picture of my bill. I brought it in, and what I wanted was, I wanted the brake pads replaced front and back. And I said, while the wheels are off, go ahead and check the bearings on the rear to make sure that they were installed properly, and then check the bearings on the front wheel to make sure that everything's working okay. I guess the only other thing was I said my starter switch is sticking. If you guys can clean it. Okay, so that's what I asked them to do. Nothing more. The bill that I got back was for 3 sets of brake pads, which makes sense, I guess. 2 sets up front, 1 in the rear. And they charged me 4 hours of labor, and my bill came out to $417. There was no discount. They didn't do anything extra. Absolutely nothing. It's as if they didn't promise me anything. Hey, wait a second. They didn't promise me anything, did they? They said they would take care of me, which I guess was horrendously vague, because I even questioned what the hell that meant. Anyways, I thought you guys would be interested to know that the dealership did take care of me. They basically did nothing, and I walked out with a big gigantic bill. They at least could have cut a couple hours off the labor or something. I don't know. Does it take 4 hours to take both wheels off and replace the brake pads, or what? Anyways, I'm not too thrilled, but there's not really that many let's go. There's not that many. There's not that many Suzuki dealers nearby. I mean, this one happens to only be like maybe 5 miles from my house, so that happens to work out. I could probably take it to an independent place, but I don't know. I know a lot of other people rave about how awesome this place is, but I'm not too thrilled. So I thought you guys would be interested in that. And like I said, the place is Nielsen Enterprises. I believe it's in Lake Villa, Illinois. And they're they sell multiple bikes, so Suzuki, Kawasaki, Yamaha, Honda. Not happy. Especially with a bill that big. I've actually, for everything I've had them do, which hasn't been that much besides like an oil change and changing my tires out, this is actually the biggest bill I've ever gotten from them. Taking care of me, whatever. Okay, I'm done. Just thinking about it pisses me off, so I guess I'll stop now. I'll talk to you guys later. Bye.